Hi, from London. Recently I've been writing a lot about passive aggressive behaviour. It's an area that I have a lot of interest in, and one that I know causes a lot of difficulties and problems between couples. Couples that I see in my therapy room and people that I know personally. And I know how difficult it is when you are in a relationship with somebody that's passive aggressive. And quite often it's hard to talk about that with other people because the side that passive aggressive show to others isn't necessarily what you see, and probably they may appear to be perfectly lovely people, which I'm sure they all are, but when they're with you, for some reason, they find it really difficult to express their emotions. And in fact, if you try to talk to them about anything that is emotional, that can push their buttons and triggers, and it can involve them closing off and being silent towards you and acting out towards you, and that can feel so uncomfortable and difficult, and it is a real problem for people. So I'm really looking into this. In fact, I wrote an article around 5 years ago which has had over 2 million views, so I know this is something that people are really interested in. The article was on the counselling directory, but since then I've seen hundreds of people in my therapy room, and this is something that is a big problem for people, and I work with people to help them to manage that and to find ways to help their partners to be able to talk about emotions. It's not always possible, but it's still good to have some techniques around that. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in my blogs and articles over the next few weeks. So if you are interested in this topic of passive aggressive behaviour, take a look at my blog on my andreahan.co.uk website, and I've written many articles on passive aggressive behaviour and also how that links into other behaviours like codependency and narcissism. So yeah, I hope to see you. Sign up for my newsletter and I'll see you again another time. In the meantime, have a lovely weekend. So it's bye for me, from London. Bye.